sons and daughters.
Easter Monday at 6:15, the final visit.
You know, offhand, I can't think of anybody I dislike quite as much as I dislike you.
Jill, we have done it. We have actually done it. We finally got this place.
The final episode of Crossroads, Easter Monday at 6:15. And Bond is back at 8, all on Thames.
In a moment, Disney at Easter, when Donald Duck meets an ostrich. Then at 4:15, Dick Van Dyke's your host for a celebration of Snow White's 50th birthday.
Whether you're someone in the city, looking for the latest FTSE index, or someone in the street looking for a mortgage. Obvious place to turn is Oracle. Its facts and figures are unbiased, clear, comprehensive, concise, and constantly updated. Page the Oracle. It's where financial decisions begin.
Its size is legendary.
Mrs. Safe lives in a hard water area, so does Mrs. Sorry. Both have identical washing machines. Mrs. Safe protects hers against hard water by adding Calgon to every wash. Mrs. Sorry doesn't. One day Mrs. Sorry had the misfortune to have to call in Mr. Plumber, who identified the root of her problem as limescale and left her with a rather nasty bill. The moral of this story is sometimes it's better to be safe than sorry.
Lurpak's taste is delicate, and here's why that is true. Lurpak's not a yellow butter, it's a lighter hue. If you ain't tried it, you better join the queue. Use your loaf, go and spread. Some Lurpak taste, lighten up, go and spread. Some Lurpak taste. Lurpak.
If you thought Daz was unbeatable on whites, I've got news for you. New Daz. It's even tougher on dirt.
I've got 4 girls, so I have 4 times as much dirty washing to do. You should see the state of them when they come home from school. Absolutely filthy.
So we asked Sue, who's always used Daz, to try new Daz.
Well, I didn't think I'd say this because I'm very happy with my old Daz. But this new Daz is definitely better. These socks were absolutely filthy, covered with muddy lines from the skipping rope. Even the old Daz wouldn't have got them out, but now they're brilliant. Everything is so much whiter, especially Hayley's clothes. Being the little one, she gets all the hand-me-downs, and they've come up like new.
So, Sue, will you swap new Daz for your old Daz?
No chance. If it gets their clothes white, I'm sticking to it.
New Daz. It's even tougher on dirt for even whiter whites.
Today, my double chocolate gâteau. How's that sponge coming along? Let's slice it into layers.
When you need something special, trust Sara Lee. We use only the finest ingredients for a perfect result every time.
Here's one I prepared earlier. Light sponge, real chocolate filling, and just look at those hand-sprinkled flakes.
Sara Lee. If at first you don't succeed...
Cheat. His first time alone at the dentist. My teeth were weak, but his should be stronger.
Is your children's tooth enamel strong enough to fight decay? Imagine their tooth enamel is like a wall. Some areas are more prone to decay. But now a new enamel in Formula Crest has been developed especially to strengthen tooth enamel against decay.
No fillings.
New enamel in Formula Crest. A stronger wall against decay.
Come to life. Come to London Zoo. It's Easter, and all the best in holiday weekend viewing is in TV Times, like the final bumper episode of Crossroads. And we've got Jane Washington's secret diary spanning 23 years of Crossroads. It's free this week. Did you know Dolly Parton contemplated suicide? Just one of the startling revelations in an amazing interview with a singing superstar this week. And there are 2 Toyota Coronas to be won. So for your Easter viewing and free Crossroads souvenir, get your Easter TV Times this week. TV Times.
If you're with us on Monday afternoon, and I hope you will be, you'll be able to see ice skating at 3:15, coverage of the World Championship Gala. And then Herbie Goes Bananas, that's the film, 4:15. So that's all happening on Monday.
Hello, happy Good Friday.
And we're not here over Easter, but we've popped up now for a couple of minutes just to tell you all about some of the great programmes we've got on. Like in a couple of minutes, there's a Walt Disney cartoon. And then at 4:15, there's a programme celebrating Snow White's 50th anniversary.
You nearly said wedding anniversary then, didn't you? Yes, the film Snow White was originally made way back in 1937, and you may remember the celebrations and commemorations for it last year. Well, anyway, there'll be loads of stars popping up, lots of celebrations. And people do say, how come she doesn't look a day over 32, including this person?
No, they don't look it. That was Dick Van Dyke, and he'll be introducing the programme at 4:15. Then at 7 o'clock tonight, it's Knight Rider, the movie.
The movie. And this is the original one that set off the... In fact, it was the pilot that started the whole series. And we learn how Michael Knight gets to meet Kit, the computerised car, for the first time.
And that's tonight at 7 o'clock.
Yes. Now, on to tomorrow. And tomorrow morning, 9:25, it's BMX Beat. It's the best BMXers from Europe and America competing for the Terrza Trophy. Now, sorry, the Terrza Trophy. There's loads of action, isn't there? Good stuff it is
That's
too.
right. Then at 9:55 tomorrow, it's the TSB Rock School's annual championship.
Yeah, now 60 bands took part to start with. It's now down to 8 finalists, and there are loads of celebrities there as well, including Stock Aitken and Waterman, who are the producers of people like Rick Astley and Kylie Minogue, aren't they?
That's right, yes. Programme's introduced by Mike Reid, and there'll be loads of new young pop talent there, so don't miss Rock School at 7 o'clock.
Yeah, also tomorrow there's another great Disney film. It's called The 3 Lives of Thomasina. Now, it's set in Scotland in 1912, and it's all about this vet who reckons he's the best vet in the whole wide world.
Ah, wrong. Then a young girl comes along, and she can heal animals just by giving them tons of love. So
Now, you might think, ooh, that sounds a bit sickly, but it's not. It's a really good film, so make sure you watch it.
Then on Sunday morning, we've got some more great things for you. At 9:25, there's a Disney cartoon, and at 9:35, it's a BMX Beat.
Yeah, that's followed by Fraggle Rock, and then yet another cartoon.
And on Sunday afternoon, there's another episode of Mr. Majika.
Yeah, and on Sunday afternoon at 5 o'clock, we've got a fascinating film called The Selling of Noddy. La, la, la. Yes, goodbye, Noddy. We'll see you on Easter Sunday at 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
Do you know, it's interesting that the Americans aren't awfully fond of Noddy and his friend
That's true.
Big Ears. But they're still very popular in the rest of the world, especially places like France. And do you know what they call him in French? You don't know, do you? You don't know?
No, what?
They call him Monsieur Oui Oui.
You can't say wee wee on the television.
Oui means yes in French. So he's Mr. Yes, yes.
Right. Yes, I knew, really. Monday, Easter Monday at 5 to 10 in the morning, we've got a great movie for you. It's called BMX Bandits, and here's a couple of the lads showing off now. Cool.
Easy peasy.
Yeah, BMX Bandits, it's a great film, and it's on Easter Monday at 5 to 10 in the morning.
And then at 1:20 in the afternoon, there's Fantasy Adventure with the Golden Voyage of Sinbad.
And then at 5:15 in the afternoon, you can see that lovable VW car, the one whose badges haven't been stolen by the Beastie Boys. It's Herbie, and Herbie Goes Bananas in South America.
So that's it. That's Easter. That's the lineup for Easter for you. We'll see you on Tuesday at 4 o'clock.
Yes, but now here's another Disney film. It's Donald Duck and his ostrich.
Ostrich has a good ostrich.
He has.
He's silly.